guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. They can't control the monster they've created. Only Fools has now gotten so big and so problematic in many ways that mainstream news is catching on to the problem. Educators are catching on to the problem. Even teachers are now. Teachers are talking about it, where students that they have in middle school are saying that this is what they want to do for a job. You know, we've given women all the ability in the world to become part of our government. They can be CEOs. California tried to mandate that they have at least one member of the board that's a woman. They graduate college at higher rates than men. They get accepted to college at higher rates of men. Companies go out of their way to hire women to say, we hire more women than men, just to show you how awesome and fair we are. And after all of that, still 10 to 15% of women have decided, I'm going to go to the oldest profession in the world and show you my starfish online for money. I came across this story just a couple of days ago. Only Fools rocks college campuses as students ditch tradition for quick cash. Somewhere along the line, there was a switch. And it used to be that men wanted to make good money. Men wanted to be successful, financially successful, become rich. And maybe part of it was so they could afford, I don't know, a wife or a hot girlfriend and a fancy car and everything else. It's now women that seem to be overwhelmingly obsessed with money. And it's men that are now saying, I'd kind of like a normal girlfriend and or wife or a traditional wife. And I just want a good job, and I don't want you to be crazy. It seems to be men that have now become more grounded and women that have lost their minds over this stuff. They say a trend is sweeping across college campuses nationwide as students head back to school while looking to make some extra cash. Creating and selling Only Fools content, a website that allows, we know what it is. More and more people aren't getting married. Rock Jacobs, director of a documentary series about the online platform, infiltrating college campuses called Lonely Fans, told Fox News, I've used Lonely Fans. I've used Lonely Fans and Only Fools. How dare you? How dare you steal my content?
How dare you?
Told Fox News Digital. More and more people aren't having kids, and more people want to cut the line. And since the pandemic, there was this explosion to Only Fools. The amount of money they're making is more than Google, more than Intel, more than the NBA. That's not good. The fact that people are, that Only Fools makes more money than Google, more than Intel, and more than the NBA, it just shows you, number one, how profitable women selling their bodies is. And number two, that they went back to the oldest profession in the world, and idiots still pay for that stuff. Guys, today's sponsor is an awesome product called MHO1. MHO1 Daily is a premium brain and focus formula designed to support clarity, concentration, and everyday energy. It's a simple 2-capsule-a-day routine that fits into any lifestyle, whether you're working, gaming, studying, or creating videos like I do. If you've ever felt mentally drained halfway through the day, this might be the game changer you need. How often do stress and distraction control your day instead of you being in control? How often do you waste your time doom scrolling while your mind is unable to focus on anything meaningful? That was me not long ago, constantly drained and unfocused. But then I tried MHO1, the brain and focus formula, and things started to shift. This stuff supports mental focus and alertness. It encourages a sense of calm without drowsiness. It helps reduce feelings of stress, and is backed by thoughtfully chosen ingredients for focus, stress support, and energy. Guys, I've been taking it for a week now. I'm feeling sharp and focused. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen that you see right now to get 25% off your first order and free shipping on your first month for U.S. customers. Pause the video if you need to. Make sure to scan that in. And the web address is down below as always. You get focus and alertness, sense of calm without feeling edgy, and it helps reduce feelings of stress. All delivered straight to your door. It's as easy as that. So check out the links down below. In 2019, the site featured approximately 350,000 creators from around the world on its platform. Now it's closer to over 4 million in 2023. And of course, now by 2025, it's probably even more than that. It's a payroll system, Jacobs told Fox News Digital, and what creators have been able to do is use sex to prey on lonely people, and because of technology, anybody can have a payroll. Well, it's not that necessarily, because another study said 85% of the users of OnlyFools content are actually married men. It's not that they're lonely necessarily, it's because they don't get any action in the bedroom. The trend has infiltrated even the highest ranking universities across the country as rising tuition costs plague students seeking out college degrees. But it's now happening in high school and it's happening in middle school. Not that they're making content, thank God, but that young people today, young women today, are saying, hey, I see these older women talking about how much money they're making on OnlyFools and all these other places. I want to do that too. I want to be rich, and I don't care about men, and I don't care about dating or having kids, or I don't care about any of that. I just want money. Because that's the path to happiness, at least according to feminists. Jacobs points out a notable shift in campus culture since he began filming his documentary series in 2023, with students initially remaining secretive about their online endeavors. I think it's become normalized, he told Fox News Digital. I've been working on the film since 2023, and at the beginning, I didn't think it was something that people were trying to hide. Now it's something people are proud about. The other point that they just completely skip over, because they mention about, you might have a tough time getting a job and tough time making money, and your future job may notice. You notice nowhere in here do they say, men don't want to date you long term. Men will not want to marry you. Men will not want to have children with you. It's not even a thought in their brain anymore. They don't care. If you tell a guy, hey, if you do this, you're likely never going to date. You're never going to have success with women. I think most men said, well, if I had a fighting chance to begin with, yeah, you're right. That's probably a bad idea. I don't want to do that. At no point does it cross any of these women's minds, because of feminism and the way they've normalized it. At no point does it cross their minds, oh, I wouldn't want to be with a woman that does this anyway. The psychological impact of students posting this content is also alarming experts, with New York City-based psychotherapist Jonathan Alpert warning about a concerning trend. Psychologically, it offers instant gratification, attention, validation, and income all at once. These same rewards can affect dependency and affect self-worth. Students risk tying their identity and confidence with clicks and subscribers. What is framed as independence often masks a deeper vulnerability. But that's already true with social media. You don't require an OnlyFools content. Women are already posting things. There was a content creator that self-deleted after she kept getting fewer and fewer likes, and she had to do more and more extreme things. And at first it was pretty in a sundress, and then she went to bikinis, and then it went to, keeping the top off, but covering the pepperoni slices with her hand. And before you know it, she couldn't get enough attention. She offed herself. Women are jumping through a bunch of hoops just to get social media validation. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to have OnlyFools to do that. But this is becoming a plague everywhere. This is in the U.S. This is from The Spectator in Australia. Why OnlyFools has young British women in its grip. And they're going through the same thing, where the younger than 18 are wanting to do this content. Same thing from here, from fightthenewdrug.org. Why are so many teen girls, they're planning on becoming OnlyFools stars and content creators? They're planning on skipping high school graduation, going straight. This is the high school to OnlyFools content creator pipeline. Oh no. They're now, even though they're getting jobs at record rates and being given jobs at record rates, even if they're not qualified, even though they're basically getting grants and handouts to go to college, many of them, they're saying, nah, it's not good enough. I'm just going to bypass all that and go to the easiest job in the world, showing my jubblies on the internet for money. And this is, man, I saw this. This is just from a couple weeks ago. And you notice all these stories are coming out at the same time. This one was from September. This one's from October. Teens as young as 12 seen OnlyFools as an appealing alternative to traditional work, in the study finds. And look, here on my thumbnail, I didn't make this picture up. This, when I did OnlyFools content creators, this is one of the pictures that popped up. This is a gal that as soon as she hit 18, she said, I'm jumping on this. And I look at this photo and I feel creeped out. It makes me very uncomfortable. This gal looks to be 14. I know some weird dudes are into really young. Don't do that. That is creepy. But the fact that she's out there, and I guess she's a top 50 content creator in the year 2025. Well, what are we doing? We're literally destroying society. We're destroying women. We're destroying men. Men are getting addicted to this stuff. And instead of going out and even attempting to talk to women, they just sign up to this content. They don't go, I don't know, get their driver's license and get off the video game so they can go try to meet young women. I get it. It's really super hard. But and many of the women aren't worth it. But you still got to at least try. You can't just decide, well, I'm just going to subscribe to this stuff instead. This is from August 15th, 2025. 1.4 million young women are turning to OnlyFools. And this is for the 18 to 24 crew. 1.4 million this year. We still have 5 years left, or 5 months left. That means we may hit 2 million 18 to 24-year-olds joining this year. I did ask what the female population was in millions here in the United States, and the total was 10.7 million. So if 2 million out of roughly 10 million, rounding errors, but 2 million out of 10 million, that's 20% of women are probably on OnlyFools, and that's just the ones that admit it. The ones that admit it. I did look at the claims that they made earlier about it being more profitable than Google and Intel, and I said to Grok, what are the top 5 profitable subscription services in the world? Listed by highest to lowest margins, because margin is the key. Which one's making the most money for the company? Ranked number 1, OnlyFools, margin 50% margin, annual profit 3.8 to 4 billion. Estimated revenue annually, 8 billion. Number 2, Microsoft 365. That's why they keep giving me those free trials. I'm never taking it up on it. 40 to 50 profit margin. Apple TV, 30 to 40 profit margin. YouTube Premium, 30 to 35% profit margin. Amazon Prime, 25 to 30. And this is all based on company filings. Well, anyway, what I've gone over the ramifications before, so I'm not going to dive into this. Just a quick mention. Disturbing 26-year-old reveals OnlyFools reality no one wants to acknowledge. What is it? It's basically, and this is not from the content creators. It's a woman that used to work for a company where she managed women's OnlyFools accounts and worked to keep them profitable. So some of these accounts make so much money, they hire a manager to manage those profits to keep the money rolling in. And she's done various content creators. And of course, we know Annie Knight and Anna Paul, which they mentioned earlier. And what happens? These women are either stuck in it because they get addicted to the money. They have horrible family lives. They can't get any normal, real jobs after this because it's trashed their lives. And they don't get to date. Now, this one, I don't understand this. Gentlemen, let me open this image in a new tab so I can zoom in on it. Gentlemen, if something that looks like this is attractive to you, this is a big content creator. A big content creator on OnlyFools. If you're paying money to this, stop it. Stop it. It's crossing the uncanny valley. There's so much plastic and fakeness in this. And I understand some of you guys like, I don't know, hips but this is not an attractive person. Just stop it. She looks like a bag of donuts. She's just jelly. I don't know, this Alana Plow, who boasts a huge following on social media. And what did she do? She did the same thing these other girls talking about. Well, I went out and I went to college and I got a real job, but, you know, the bills were a little tight. So I quit my dream job and I decided I'd do the spicy side hustle and make millions. And now I bought my own home and everything's glamorous. I got my dream property and no man wants me. She literally says, when asked if her job has an impact on her dating life, Alana, 21 years old, and she looks like this. She's already getting facial fillers and Looks like Joey Bag of Donuts over here at the age of 21. She says, definitely, I'm not the type to tell a guy what I do on the first date or up front. I'm not that honest about it. So she hides what she does because there's shame. And if she felt no shame, she'd tell guys right up front. So she feels shame about it, or she knows the reality that men don't want to be with a woman that's like this. So she hides it, like so many of these women do. She said, anyway, I'm not that honest about it because when a guy finds out what I do, it just turns into a one-night stand or they just want to hook up. You should be, with looks like this, you should be glad you get that much. She says, we rarely make it to a second date. I've struggled with that a lot. I don't go on many dates, but I do get a lot of DMs from guys, hot ones too. But mostly they're just looking for a one round and then never hear from them again. It does get a little tiring. Well, these women will never understand this. They will never understand this. Women are literally going, well, I make a lot of money and I got a dream house and I got a fancy car and I'll never have to work again. Guys are like, great. What else you got? Because men don't care about that because it's her money. It's never going to be our money. We know that. Because if a guy says, well, I'm just going to live off her dime and I'm going to, I don't know, just let her rake it in and I'll live off her dime. She's going to get tired of that guy. No matter how hot he is, she's going to be like, he's worthless. What women want, they keep trying to say it's what men want. And men, we keep telling them, no, we want you to be beautiful. We want you to be sexually available. And we want you to be attractive. And we don't want you to be whores. We don't want you sleeping around, and we don't want you putting yourself on the internet. We don't want a huge body count. We don't want only fools content creator. I don't care if you're demure and you're a Taco Bell like drive-through chick. If you're cool and you're funny and you're hot and you're willing to like not sleep around and not cheat and just be faithful, I'll handle the rest. Like just treat me well, be cool, and don't do all the bad things. Guys, that's what guys want. And women can't understand that. And so they keep going out and making all this money, and they keep going out and putting their starfish on the internet, and they keep going out and trying to then turn around to say, why don't men want me? I have all the things that men want. And they don't. They have all the things women want, and they will not ever they won't ever fix the lesson. And this has been trickled down from the feminists and all the weirdos on the left. And it trickles all the way down through This Is Real Work and Stunning and Brave and do all the things. And now the youngest, even the ones that aren't in the age of dating yet, are already gearing up to ruin their lives, ruin themselves for men, ruin our future. So when people want to complain about the population crisis, in my mind, it boils to one thing and one thing only: feminism and ruining women. Feminism and making women think that getting a bag and having a dream job is enough. It's not the men that's doing this. It's women destroying themselves. Guys, don't forget, if you like my content, make sure to join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com. We got a great community of awesome, like-minded men over there. You can just sign up with an email. Use the same one you use for YouTube or Rumble or whatever. You can sign up with an email. Come on over and check out the channel. Just take a little look around. I think you'll like it. Maybe become a supporter. It's $5 a month. It puts you behind the paywall. You can watch all the creative content that I do, and you can participate in the threads and the posts and the forums and things. We got a lot of great like-minded men over there. We have special events this Friday. We're watching movies together. This Saturday's UFC. This Sunday is going to be football. It's just a great bunch of guys to hang out, sip a couple beers with, and have some fun with. So come on over, check it out. You'll be glad you did, and I will see you in the next one.